Greetings. We're not at the Fredericktown Homestead. We're down in Hillsboro. This barn got blown off its foundations. They added on 14 feet onto the old foundation and are having a barn raising today. You can see the new brickwork on the right side of this foundation. That wall is 14 feet high and a total length of almost 50 feet. It's 5 pallets of cinder block, and that all went up in a day. And today the family's there and some local friends, neighbors, and like I say, we're down in Hillsboro, Ohio, and this is the barn raising. We got here this morning, there was just a deck. The gable ends were the uprights of, if you see the uprights in the gable end, they were there, but the cords, the crosswise horizontal pieces were not there, and the sheathing wasn't on yet. Actually, the sheathing was just going up on the roof when we got here this morning at sunrise. And they did all this while I was at breakfast for 45 minutes. They've got up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the rafters are up. They're actually trusses. The trusses arrived after we did this morning. We got here just as the sun was coming up, and the rafters arrived after we did while the boys were unloading. We brought along a few wives to help with the lunch. In general, these barn raisins last until lunchtime and at lunchtime you've got all the roofing on it. It's now, well, it ain't 9 o'clock yet, and you can see how much they've got done. The purlins that hold the roofing are all going on right now. All this lumber is sawed right here in the community, except for the trusses. The trusses are made out of pine, and they're not sawed here. You notice there's no nail guns. It's all hand nailing. It's quite a music to hear all the hammering hand nails. I take it back. There is one nail gun there. Down, he just put it down. He's right down there on the eave line. And he has but see, because you got all different communities here, and one thing that's true of the Amish is they're all different. They have different rules. They allow different things. And so I guess his community allows that orange nail gun. Well, there's another 2 nail guns up where the gambrel comes over the first pitch. I see there's 3 nail guns up there. Huh. See, one of the reasons that Hillsboro is because you can use more tools down here than you can in Fredericktown. A lot of these boys' parents lived in Fredericktown. Some of them still do. And there goes up another Another, boy, that's flimsy. Another truss. Flimsy truss. Gambrel. Gambrel with an overhang. Boy, ain't that just the most flimsy thing in the world. But you get all them cords on it, and it holds up just fine. No crane, just manpower. A little bit disheartening to see all these nail guns in use. I've been to several barn raisings in Fredericktown. Of course, they wouldn't allow me to photograph it there, but there were no nail guns in use. They're not allowed. Down here, I guess they're allowed. That's part of the reason why Hillsboro exists, is so you can use all these modern English inventions. When our boys frame a house, they do so all manually. No air, no electric. They use a chainsaw for a cut-off saw. And they have a chop saw that runs on a small gasoline steel motor, steel chainsaw motor, but it runs a chop saw. And they're bringing the roofing around. That roofing will start going up right off, I imagine. It seems to me that a barn raising, no matter how cold it is, this morning started out right around 20 degrees, 21, and no matter how cold it is, a barn raising is a straw hat event. It's not a felt hat event. I see 2 elders with felt hats. Everybody else is wearing straw hats. Yeah, I guess you work up some heat when you're hand nailing. Or even maybe when you're running a nail gun. Quite a bit has gone on just since I started this video 8 minutes ago. Here goes another rafter, another truss. These flimsy trusses aren't quite like the ones you see on a normal barn raising. A lot of them use more timber frame type trusses, heavy trusses, and you'll have a crew of 60 men push it up with poles. That's quite something to see. These flimsy 2x6 trusses, gambrel style, that's pretty much, well, it's English. I don't know, Fredericktown has more tradition than they do here, but even in Fredericktown, you see the traditions being forgotten about one after the other. And soon there will be no traditions and everybody will be English. Do you see that skill saw the man is using there? That's not electric. That's powered by a small gasoline engine. See him pull the cord to start it. You see the boy up on the gable end there cutting off the purlins. He's doing so with a chainsaw. That's pretty much the way it works in Fredericktown. They get very skilled with a small chainsaw. Those overhandle steel chainsaws are very popular amongst the carpenters, Amish carpenters of the old order. The new order have skill saws that run on small gasoline engines. They're just getting ready to have a skill saw you plug in, just a matter of time. They've already got nail guns. Yeah, I said before that this wood was all milled here in the community, but as I watch, I'm seeing that that's not really true. There's a lot of it that's milled in the community, but there's an awful lot of it that is bought outside of the community. A lot of softwood. Up home in Fredericktown, we'd use hardwood for the purlins and 2x4s and whatnot. They're using spruce. I guess another truss just went up while I was watching, while I wasn't watching, whatever. They're going to have to set up multiple trusses and then spread them out so they got room enough to get them up there. The guy I hauled last night is our barn raising chief, I guess you'd say. I don't know. He's a minister in the church. He's a ranking official. But when we have barn raisins up home, he's usually invited because he can figure out logistics, and he's quite often put in charge of assigning different men to different jobs. He's very good at that, and the order of events and how it all works, and he can mastermind a morning-long barn raising that generally lasts from sunup till they have lunch. They'll have lunch when the roof's all on. And goes up another truss. Oh my, are they ever flimsy. You know, this first one blew over. I'm not sure that the new one won't. I don't know. 2x6 trusses of that length. That overhang is bouncing up and down as they're doing the hand nailing. Not a whole lot lot supporting it. Of course, when the snow slides off that top part, it's going to come right down on that overhang. Wonder if it'll have any posts under it. I guess it won't, because it doesn't yet. You'd think they would have done that already if they're going to do it. They just handed up the drip edge, so I think that's what that was. Just went up there. They're getting ready to put the roof on. You see, they've got the purlins all trimmed off this end here, and they got all the trusses up now. They got two to spread apart there, but they're all up there now. I've been filming for 17 minutes, and quite a bit has happened in that 17 minutes. Yeah, if you like this sort of thing, subscribe to the Fredericktown Homestead. I'm going to cut this video off, and I will start another one. So, God bless.